What up, everybody? Welcome. It is Monday. I was about to say Friday. Damn. It is Monday. It is Monday. Welcome to another episode of Auntie and Uncle Tell You About It. I'm your favorite auntie, Dr. Meeks. This is your favorite ancient uncle, Glitch. Oh man, kind of feel like we're doing the bare minimum today. I kind of feel like we're doing the bare minimum today. So that's our topic. Our topic today is doing the bare minimum. In my ad today, I made it a direct question: are you doing the bare minimum? How many people do you think could honestly answer that? Like, say yes. You're so helpful with it.
I don't know. This is what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking about when I thought about the bare minimum.
What? What were you thinking about?
Like people who use the bare minimum as a way of going in a lot of ways. Like if you ever like talked about how maybe your boyfriend, husband, girlfriend, partner, whatever the fuck you with, is so nice to you, like brought you food or something. There's always somebody say, like, ain't nothing but the bare minimum. To you, bitch. To you.
Fair. Okay. Okay.
Or like I done did this. You ain't like, you know, when people are depressed, they got up and showered. They happy about it. Just the bare minimum. Like you did something though. Like
Right.
even do that to ourselves sometimes. Say we just did the bare minimum, like, but you did something.
Facts. Facts. Quantum Traveler, hello and welcome. First time chatter. Hey MG.
What's up? But we forget the bare minimum is not always everybody's minimum.
It's not status quo. And I think that people kind of treat it like that, especially when it comes to genuine kindness or consideration or just chivalry in general. It's like there's two schools of thought. Either the bare minimum should just be flat out required, or like it's an over exaggerated response with very little merit. And I think that's fucked up. I think that's fucked up because
or there's someone that be rewarded because it's only the bare minimum because it's expected that you do it.
Right, but like everybody doesn't do it. And you know, my whole stance on it is, you know, you need to positively reinforce things you want to see more of. Otherwise, people don't know what the fuck to do for you. But that's again at the throat of the old school thought of the over exaggerated response. Like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. Is it wonderful or is it just nice to finally be validated and recognized? I don't think it's the act itself. I think it's what you're getting from it. Hey, Bella, I think it's what you're getting from it. It's like, what was that one example we talked about? Oh, he's just doing it. But no, when you telling me about you were doing dirty bingo, and this fine ass lady walked up, and you checked in and made sure she was all right or whatever the fuck, and she was just taken aback by you just genuinely.
Oh yeah, because I do the bingo. Yeah, when I do the bingo, and like we were talking and socializing during break, and I picked up. She had this look on her face. I'm like, it wasn't look of we or eagle or nothing like that. It was like
this man said we or eagle.
Put her back down and ask if she okay, just make sure everything's fine, and just want to make sure I didn't offend her. But just checking up on her. Just one, she never been picked up before. Shame on anybody that have something to do with her. And two, the fact that I showed concern, that kind of stirred her pot, if you will.
No, stirred her pot. It seasoned her grits for real.
Like season her grits because she had to go outside and like smoke real quick.
Damn.
I was like, I'm in my brain like, the fuck. Because I was like making sure she was okay. That seemed like something you should do, but I keep forgetting that most dudes ain't shit.
People don't do that. Mm-mm.
Like
They don't do that.
most dudes ain't shit. That's
Not a piece of it. Not a scratch. Not a. So, I mean, most women ain't shit either. The people in general ain't shit. Let's just be real. People ain't shit. Um.
that also leads to the other side of that coin too when it comes to the bare minimum. Like people, y'all gotta listen to figure out what y'all standards and minimums are
Oh my
because
god.
y'all be flipping out over y'all be falling in love with motherfuckers who are just treating y'all like people.
Any man that buys me flowers has got to be my type. Hell, bitch, a man pass you the salt, he's your type.
They're like, oh, they must love me because they pay me attention, ask questions, acknowledge me. No, they just listen.
Oh, they must love me because I've just had the first orgasm in my entire life.
No, they just know
No.
what they're doing.
Wrong. Wrong.
They just know what they're doing, unlike you do apparently with your own body.
Unlike you do with your own body. So, like, I like what you said about, knowing where the fuck your line is. Like, I have this conversation with clients every day. It's just like, okay, well, how much is too much? I don't know. Okay, let's try it a different way. Would you know it if you felt it or saw it? I don't think so. So why are we upholding these barriers and boundaries and lines that have no base of measurement?
Especially on other people.
Especially on other people. What's good, Epps?
Shit, you can't even hold on your damn self.
Facts. It's like, and part of that is projection too. Part of that is projection. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, that's what I
What you
believe a whole
think
lot of
you,
people always say.
yeah,
You
what
tell
you
somebody that
think you
something good
deserve.
happened, they be the first motherfucker to talk.
Right. Well, no, I mean like projection as in settling for the bare minimum and thinking it's like 110% because of what you're projecting on what you think your worth is or your self-worth is or what you're worthy of. This topic applies to everybody, Ebbs. We gonna get there. Friendships, absolutely. We gonna get there.
Friendship, yeah, it applies to friendships.
Any type of interaction between two human beings,
But
100%.
when we talk about relationships, we talk about everybody.
Everybody. Yeah, relationship is
Relationship is
an
a connection
umbrella
between
term.
two people.
Umbrella term. Bare minimum. Okay. So shifting gears a little bit so we can stop doing bare minimum. Parenting. Hey, thanks for liking this video, Maxwell. I'm gonna start and then I'm gonna let you come in. How many of y'all done heard? I keep lights on. I keep the water running. Y'all ain't never hungry. I keep roof over your head. You should be grateful. That is the bare minimum required to have children and keep them. So that CPS does not get involved. That is bare minimum. So why is it that in some households, parental units think this is the best argument they have? Why? Say it again. Ain't that what you supposed to do?
They ain't got nothing better to do with their lives. Like, there's no other bargaining shit that they have when they really think about it.
None. Because the other option is they'd have to treat you like a person.
Exactly, I have to acknowledge you.
I ain't asked to be here, okay? Like, I wasn't even a problematic child. I didn't care about name brand clothes. Hell, like they try to keep, poverty times away from me, and I developed chronic anxiety and I'm a financial genius because of it. Okay. Like that does nothing but make problems long term and drawn out. What is it about I did what I was supposed to do on the checklist feels like that's the end all be all. Now, for some things, I will say small sidebar. For some things, yes, there is an A to B, and then that's the end of the journey. That's when checklists apply. Getting a master's degree, 2 years max, A to B. You do your checklist, you get done. A to B. But that don't apply to everything. And especially in school. I mean, if you're a C student, you still gonna get the same fucking degree at the end. So
yeah.
So in those cases, that's fine.
But there's also a standardized thing that this is what the bare minimum is.
Facts. There is a predefined bar. It exists and can be measured and engaged and manipulated.
Here's the bar. You do the bare minimum, you're gonna stay here. That's it.
Evidence say y'all chose Mexican Tango and you knew the consequences. Don't blame this on me. Y'all over there doing the hippity dippity and the horizontal mambo. Shit. Ain't asked for this. Apparently, Mom's Valentine's Day was lit. And then here my ass came.
Y'all chose the fuck. I ain't chose to be here.
I ain't chose to be here. I ain't asked for this. But bare minimum. It's just, and like I get it, and this is again where projection comes in from. Is I get it. You fighting for your fucking life here. You was in survival mode trying to make ends meet, do all this, raise children, not know how to do that, blah 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 blah. But you're still projecting shit on people that it has nothing to do with.
You know what? Kids are way smarter than you think they are. If you just say some shit like that, we
Ooh!
get it. We would have gotten it.
I wish I could have asked them that question but I already know the answer because we're black.
At one point, you asked, and they said, "Don't be smart, boy." That's also once again, it's
What?
like,
What? No, why they didn't? That she can't type the ABOLRT word in the chat.
ah,
Yeah, like because we black. That's still it. That's the reason for my family because we black. We
because
don't do that.
how dare you question me? That's
We
pretty much
don't
it.
do that. And I
Because then
think
I have
that
to answer it.
facts. And I think the other part of this concept that is the connection that I didn't really think I saw. So other than the projection part, it's also having to explain yourself in the form of, how do I want to say this? Because it's not only projecting. So why y'all didn't just get rid of it? Because we don't do that. We're upholding traditions and rules that have then been projected onto us as a fake minimum. So, well, like we all have this base standard of how we think we're supposed to act.
A
Like
silent internalized revenge. A
a
lot of people have on
silent
their kids.
internalized revenge, also known as trauma. Hi, how are you? Also known as trauma. And it's
Not just
terrible
with
because
parents
it's
and
like
kids, but
it's
like
so
when someone gets a little
impactful.
ounce of power in general, they kind of act that way. Like
Yeah.
I got treated like shit, so I got treated everybody else like shit.
Like that don't
No,
make no
that ain't.
sense. That don't make no sense. Do it make sense? It don't make sense. It don't make no sense. But it's like, is trauma the only palpable thing that allows us to even see where a bar is, let alone making the bar? Get your hand off my mouth, girl. I'm talking to people. No.
Because my mind's outside.
um, but no, it's like those are the only
Trauma
tangible
to
things
other
we
family member.
have. Trauma, the other family member. And what are those traditional rules? Time to break them. Because why? Because traditions are just appeasing dead people.
Traditions are an excuse to not change.
Facts. Big facts. Oh my God, big facts.
And who said
And
we still can't do the tradition, but put a little tweak on it? You know,
right, right. It's the way we've always done it. Is it though? Are you sure?
it's tradition to walk everywhere. We driving now.
Jesus walked everywhere he went. Just saying, just saying. But like projection, trauma, all of that shit is what keeps us from doing bare minimum or what keeps us over exaggerating the bare minimum. It's like there's no middle ground with it, like at all.
Because no one has ever just sat down and discussed what the bare minimum was in your situation. And can we just stay here?
Here, here, here,
Even
here.
how we are with ourselves. Because, like I said, just somebody treating you kind of like a human should treat another human. A lot of motherfuckers be like, "Oh my god,
Oh my God, I cannot possibly.
you talk to
Like,
me?"
the first time I ever paid for a date's meal and was romantic toward them, they tried they tried to propose in like a week. I'm like, whoa. I need you to calm down. Because that's another thing too. It's not just about you in any interaction. It's not just about you. It's about the people involved in interaction, whether it's one of you, two of you, three of you, whatever, a group of friends, whatever. And it's like you've internalized it so much that you have now narrowed your vision to, oh my
But
gosh,
you also got
I
to remember,
must
your bare
be
minimum is not
special.
their bare minimum.
Slow down.
Because yeah, treating somebody like a human. Granted, that should be the societal standard. Bare
Treating people like people, giving a fuck, not being an asshole to people just because of what they look like, not dehumanizing people because they don't conform to the pronouns that you use because you look a certain way, like shit like that.
disrespecting people how they want to be treated. You know that kind of shit.
That kind of shit. That kind of shit that doesn't really even hurt you, but you do it to hurt others, whether intentionally or unintentionally. That kind of shit. It's always interesting. Every time I get asked to like do guest speaking engagements, and it's like about diversity and equity and inclusion shit. Like it was really hard for me at first because I don't know how to stretch. Stop being dicks to people that look different than you. into a 50-minute presentation.
That really is the bare minimum.
That is really the bare minimum. Don't be a dick. Like I don't know how else to. Well, how am I supposed to get them to like me? You don't. If they don't like you, they don't like you. And if you be yourself and they don't like that, okay.
And if you yourself and nobody like you need to do some work.
Say it again. If you feel like you gotta like melt into something else or transform and adapt into something else for people to like you, you are running your energy into the ground. Or highest, Jay. You are running your energy into the ground and you're trying to uphold the shit you can't possibly keep up with. Can't possibly keep up with. Now, am I saying you gotta like do that, be flat out wide open with everybody? No, because everybody don't deserve that. But you certainly shouldn't be, fake.
That goes with you learning what your bare minimum is.
Fact.
What you tolerate, what you put up with, what you deal with, what you allow yourself to deal with, and how you respond accordingly.
Those are also called boundaries, hi. And boundaries can change depending on growth, knowledge, development, experience, all those things. And so that's my problem I have with tradition is it doesn't do that. Even though as people, we literally biologically do that.
We change every day.
Every day.
I mean, technically, we ain't got the same cells we have that we did the other day.
Facts. What is it, like every 7 years? You got a fresh generation of cells?
I think so. Either way.
Useless fucking trivial information.
Either way, you literally a whole different you by the end of the week.
By the end of the week. Boundaries, we don't do that here. That's being disrespectful. You under my roof, this is what I would do. And like when you be like, okay, I'm moving out, got all the over exaggeration in the world. What you mean? Oh, you just gonna leave? You just gonna turn your back on the family? Blah blah blah. Yatata yatata. Even though the whole goal of having children and reproducing a new generation is for them to grow and go away.
Who gonna take care of me?
You better figure that out.
But I paid and gave you. I put a roof on. That's where that whole talk comes from.
So okay. Who gonna take care of me? That got me just now because it's. Is that why you're doing it? Is that why you're doing it? For someone to take care of you? You literally could have been taking care of yourself this whole time. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's a whole different concept. If you're just doing bare minimum for what you're owed, honey. Oh, honey, you're so pretty. I got news for you. The universe knows what you're owed, not you. Not you. You don't get to dictate what you're owed. Now, if somebody owe you a funky $20, they owe you a funky $20. That's a tangible thing. However, not the nursing home with your bare minimum self. And I hope they do the bare minimum. You're only gonna get your ass washed once a day. So don't mess yourself. I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. You'd be surprised how many people like it is sad. I grew up, my mom worked in nursing homes, so I grew up hanging around older people or whatever. People ain't shit. And like as a kid growing up, I'm like, damn, they just dumped you here and left you. Shit. And then when you died, they ain't even come to claim your stuff. Hence, I got like 2 antique dressers that I've had since I was 8 years old. But looking on the other side of it, I was like, I can see that.
I get it.
I can see that. I get it. I get it.
Now you're nice.
Like, now you're trying to get into heaven.
You're trying to redeem yourself now. Like.
Yeah. Yes, I'm still the grownest child that my mother has. I'm the youngest, okay? But if you ask her developmentally, I'm the oldest child, okay? I'm one out of 3 that has actually decided to brave the fire and do the work to call her own bullshit. I still call her own bullshit all day, every day. It's fantastic because raising parents is hard. Deprogramming a bunch of traumatic generational bullshit is hard. But they gotta be open.
I'm an adult too.
Yeah, they gotta be open to it. And getting past that I'm an adult too shit is unfortunately the hard part. Can you stop? But finally getting to I did the best I could. Your best wasn't shit.
That's a whole other topic. Like your best ain't always the best.
Your best wasn't shit. And that's what friends too. That's what friends too. I did the best that I could in the situation. Your best wasn't shit. Uh, prime example. Your best wasn't shit. Players Club. I tried to help her. I did the best I could. Your best
Well,
wasn't shit. That woman is sexually assaulted and dead.
and sometimes that's you're gonna do the best you can and leave it at that.
Facts. Because again, just like I was saying, they have to want it and get to that point. Both sides have to get to that point. And I think that's everything that best friends, close friends, friendship groups, couples, whatever the hell,
But we
siblings,
ain't talking about
families
the proud
don't
family. Fuck that. Fuck that
understand
friendship. Them
is
lack of friendships.
how can I get along and heal my wounds with my family and still be around them? They have to heal with you. So, like, I just have to cut them off. I didn't say that. I said, if you want to heal in the way you're envisioning, they got to want to heal too.
You gotta have a conversation.
And that's very rarely going to happen
Talking about the proud
because a
family.
lot of other people don't seem to realize your parents, your siblings, your grandparents, everybody is still growing at the same time. You watched your parents grow up and you were just growing up. And I don't care if they was like teen parents, older, middle age. I don't care. You still watch them grow up because parenting is something different.
Mm-hmm. That
Becoming,
keep her
going
going.
from being an only child to now an older child is different. Coming in being the youngest
You ain't growing, you
after two
dying.
other
That's right.
siblings is different. Because I don't care what nobody say. Once you get to the third child, y'all lazy as fuck. Because you out of steam, you out of energy. And the
And y'all
middle
gonna fuck
child,
the
don't even
first
get me
child.
started on how y'all step over and on the middle child. And
And
just
y'all
say
gonna fuck up the
disrespect.
first child. Let's be real.
No, let's be even more real. You're going to fuck up all your children
Yeah, just in different ways.
unequally. Unequally. Because just because you grow up in the same house does not mean you experience the same shit. Huh. To you, when in Bison sacked your village, that was the most impactful day of your life. But to
Life.
me, it was Tuesday.
You without my robe on.
I miss that man. It's terrible. He's
And
beautiful.
like when it comes to just bare minimum with it's just an obvious kind of thing when some people like you just want drama and you want problems. Cause like I said, when you talk positive, especially well, listen to your friends when you say some shit about something good about somebody. When you say something
Ooh,
good about somebody that did something for you,
ooh. Say it
listen to
again.
what they say.
Say it
Because
again. Say it again.
if
Say
you
that shit.
if you brag about not even bragging about somebody else, if you say how somebody treated you in a positive way and somebody chime in, they ain't do nothing but the bare minimum, you got my permission. I ain't saying the law's permission to chop it in the fucking neck. Because
Chop. Let's bring that
like,
shit back. Let's bring back the chop and the mush.
you like
Chop.
they ain't nothing but the bare minimum. Shut the fuck up. Like just,
Bro, listen. Like, if for people to just automatically attack some, like, that was something that came up for me, I want to say maybe 10 years ago. I had noticed that all my friends, I noticed two things. One, when I went to go talk to my friends about shit, I wanted to know if I was in the wrong. I wanted a neutral opinion. They could not give me that. And that's problematic. I don't need cheerleaders. Like, and I'm talking, I had the kind of friends that I would be like, you know what? I think I'll rob a bank today. Cool. You want me to drive? Like, those kind of friends. Like, it's bad. Wouldn't call me on shit.
at least be like, which bank?
And the
Are we starting
other,
small?
and
We
the,
going large?
you
We doing a
stupid.
heist? We
And
doing a heist of like
we
just
heist night.
like which because we can't just be saying I want to come commit a heist. Bitch, we need to plan first. We got to get a crew.
See, he
We
was
got
one of those friends. He was one of those friends. But the other thing I noticed is whenever I was in a
the real one.
relationship,
Shit.
I would never talk about good things. I would only bring up bad shit because that was the basis of our friendship. I learned later is drama, complaining about shit, and chaos because personal trauma. Surviving in chaotic environments attracts other people that survive in chaotic environments. And that's why you can't get away from people that live for drama, start drama, call you, be like, girl, guess what? That's why you can't get away from those people. They are attracted to you because y'all bear the same
And
genetic
you allow it.
mutation. And you allow it every time you don't consciously go into these conversations. You allow it. You allow it. So, from that aspect, bare minimum behavior wise, like it would take nothing for me at work not to advocate for any underrepresented or minority population whatsoever. It would take nothing for me not to spot check and offer corrective experiences for my coworkers. But I do that shit because my own personal value is that's bare minimum. Bare minimum is if somebody's telling a fucking unsavory joke, oh no, no, we're not doing that. That's inappropriate and you should stop right now.
Right
If
now, right
someone
now.
is using an archaic phrase that is rooted in racism, I'm going to have to delete that one from your dictionary, my boy. It's not working for
You gotta
me.
delete that one.
Gotta delete that motherfucker like quickly. Like it would take nothing for me to do that. And right, and because that status quo, when I do that, it doesn't seem like bare minimum. But if I don't treat it like it is bare minimum, who will?
But it's something you can also allow yourself to do too. Like,
X.
because like I also feel that you gotta allow the minimum for yourself before you like. If you don't lie that shit being said, you ain't gotta say that shit. You gotta catch yourself. That's a lot of people don't do when it comes to
Facts.
bare minimum shit too. And it's like you
Hmm.
you gotta apply that bare minimum to you as well.
Facts. Facts. And that connects back to just fucking living your values. I'm not gonna sit here and say you shouldn't fat shame people, but look at someone in a tube top and be like, nope, unscrunch your face. Stop. What? That's plaid and stripes, evil and necessary, because you're doing the shit that you say you value that people don't do.
Sometimes I just don't believe it's
What's
their
good,
color.
Rouse?
Sometimes we like it's the right outfit, but it ain't their color.
It's really about you
But
not
that's them.
feeling like you yourself could be in that position and do the things they do, but that's a whole nother soapbox. But like, yeah, it's
What's good, Ross?
and now now this whole stream of thought and conversation um can paint bare minimum in kind of a bad light. So I'm gonna give you a little shiny here. Bare minimum can also be a positive for yourself, especially when it comes to excellence, okay, and perfectionism, okay. Okay, you remember how a couple paragraphs ago I said everybody that got all C's in the program still got the fucking same degree at the end, and you could be faithful with yourself for that. That's what the fuck I mean. Okay. Just like Glitch gave the example earlier of, hey, I've been depressed for a week, but I washed dishes today. A bare minimum. Do it up. It's like,
We ain't saying the bare minimum is always a bad
yeah, it's
thing.
not always bad. It is conscious though. That's the thing that seems to be coming out for me. It is conscious. You can't just set yourself on autopilot and do that. It's just got to be like, all right, I feel like there's 80 million things to do. What would I feel is an okay thing to accomplish just for today? Because that not only acknowledges and validates your overall experience, because the problem with most people not feeling seen is you don't feel seen because you don't see yourself.
And then you
And
put these little pressures on yourself and I
then you put
realize
these little pressures
I
and
should
then
be
you
doing
try.
this, that, this, and the other, this, and that, and the five things, and whatnot. And
Hmm.
like, hell, I even done that myself. Like, I ain't did shit today. And I have to get, like, me, cause I have to remind you did this, and then today. Like,
You did a lot of things today.
I'm like, wait, what?
Well, sit down. And that
I'm on autopilot. Shit.
right. And that's problematic too because not seeing yourself means that, like you're saying, these little pressures are, closing in. And then when we reach out to other people or seem a little, and our friends reach out, it's like they uplift us and they make it positive, but they just add a couple of air bubbles, but the pressures are still there because we made them. Like, boo, stop beating yourself up. Hold yourself
Well,
accountable in a positive way.
well, for real though, if you got a friend and you sitting here talking about your partner or something good happened in your life, and they try to dog your partner out by saying it's the bare minimum, for real, chop them in the throat. I'm
Chop,
still sticking on that. Chop them in the throat.
bush,
They fucking up
chop.
your relationship. They fucking up your relationship or friendships. Like for real.
And again, it's mostly projection. Because I think that too is what we share with people. Especially y'all know how the fuck I feel about trauma bonding. Stop that shit. But coming up with, like we were saying, standards, lines, limitations, boundaries, whatever, with what you share and whom you share it with will make the
Mm-hmm.
difference in all of your interactions. Your people, your family can't dog you out about what you're doing and what you're not doing if they don't know. If they can't criticize every step of your plan because you've laid it out like some amateur villain. Don't do that. Just shoot the hostage. You ain't gotta lay out shit. You were supposed to reveal your evil plan. Why would I do that? Oh, my fucking window. My window. But yeah, no, like bare minimum is okay. That's why we all get fucked up when we trying to meet new people. We trying to like put everything out there like we a colorful bird trying to attract a mate. Stop that shit.
First of all, if I got a peacock, if they don't fall for my birds of paradise dance, but I'm brightly colored and just waving like, yeah, girl, you like that? You
Gonna stretch
like
my neck
that?
out for you, girl. Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
But no, like real talk. It's okay to share smaller details about yourself. You don't have to let people into your whole family trauma and family
Hush, bitch.
history. You
Hush,
don't have to
bitch.
like
Oh, yeah.
sit down. Like you don't have to be like, yeah. That's another thing. And this goes along the lines of trauma bonding more so than bare minimum, but it's in there. Um, if you are telling traumatic stories about yourself and your upbringing as like a circle up hangout type thing, and you're the only one laughing, go get some fucking help.
And everybody like this?
Go do your fucking work. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh no, it's fine. The second you catch yourself saying, "Oh no, it's fine," I want you to go sign up for therapy. We are done trauma
That's why.
bonding in 2023. We are done. Absolutely not.
I mean, they only beat me a little bit. Like, no, that's not.
Nope. Go get some help. I go get. Stop it. Get some help.
Like, that why we can't watch Tom and Jerry? Because you got beat every time you watched it. Like,
Because you're still bleeding all over people. You're just hysterically laughing while you do it.
hysterical, emotional bleeding / laughing.
So go get some help with that shit. And the other thing about trauma bonding is it's still empty. It's still very empty.
To whoever lives with me intimately, you getting bird mating dances. You getting specific breeds, okay? Just so you know. All right.
Would not be a liar if I wouldn't say I would make him some different color wings just to bother it just a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I'm prancing around like full.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I know certain breeds, dances, and everything too. I know them. Got to hit with like I said, got something with an ostrich fur. Use some white feathers. You just got to go on the ground and just
Stretch my neck out for you, girl. But no. Listen, sugar babies are delicious and terrible for my teeth, but it's whatever.
I'm mating dance right now.
I probably am screaming at you tonight. No more trauma bonding, Bella. Cut it out.
No. We're talking about you. We are.
We are. But no, like, so bare minimum. If you want your friendships to be more lasting and more meaningful, the second you meet somebody, one, stop the fake shit. You don't give a fuck about the weather. You don't give a fuck about what you're watching, what they're watching, because y'all probably don't watch the same shit because you don't know each other. Okay? If you want to jump straight into talking conspiracy theories and aliens, do the shit.
I think what you watch is still can fit because like it depends. But like you might be both watching anime, but that'd be different animes. But at the same time, like what you watch though for fun.
Point being, jump into the deep shit. Jump in there head first. Just you get in that shit.
Jump into the deep shit without trauma bonding.
Without trauma bonding.
That's a big part of the one you don't want to go to. There's a shark up in. There's a trauma shark up in there.
Not the trauma shark.
It's a trauma puss.
It's a trauma puss. Tramusi.
No.
You don't be swooning around to somebody's tramusi. Okay, so the difference between being deep and trauma bonding. Okay, trauma bonding is, yeah, I'm fucked up, this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. Hey, me too. Best friends. Oh my God. And now we're texting and talking about past histories and reliving trauma, but in the comfort of someone else's company. Okay, that's trauma bonding. Getting deep means looking logistically and sharing logistically how you function, how you perceive the world, what you think.
But, that happened to you too? What you do about it? Like,
right. Like,
oh, your family wasn't shit too. Did you start talking to him? Like, 'cause I did. Like, how'd you start? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to start talking to my family. What? Like,
that's trauma
that's
bonding.
still it.
God damn, that's trauma bonding. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. That's trauma bonding. We should not be talking about family things on the first time I meet you, huh? I don't care that your mother beat your father with a hammer. I don't care. Huh? That tells me I am not speaking to you. If you think this is okay to talk to a stranger about in your first meeting, go do some
like,
fucking work.
like, I don't think that's the first thing you need to talk to anybody about with the police. But
Trauma shark, trauma shark.
but for real though, like, I don't know. Like, it's a weird situation. Like, once again, everybody doesn't
Kink
know the
bonding
same thing.
is different. Kink bonding is different, even though it's kind of
It's still partly trauma bonded, but
still
okay.
partly based in trauma. If you've done your work around, if you have a good logistical understanding of it, cool. But again,
Look, you
deep
want to blow your mind?
conversations, deep conversations are emphasized by sharing your thought process with each other, sharing how we think about things. Like, for instance, with my couples clients, I often tell them, I say, go to Target and get one of those stupid conversational card games and just pluck a card over dinner and each of you answer it. Because I guarantee you, you're going to learn something you've never fucking figured out about your partner
You know
because there's
what?
never been an opportunity or a situation to do that.
Every restaurant should have those first date decks.
What's funny is the healthy vegan place that apparently just closed. They had all the cards on the tables and stuff. It was like, so if you wanted to sit by yourself, or you want to sit with strangers, you could pull a card and do that. It was really cute.
Converse with yourself. Like,
Yeah.
self, huh?
Yes, kink bonding is a thing, especially when you are talking, especially when
You
you
unique kinks.
yes, for unique kinks, because it becomes a safety community issue at that point. It's just like, okay, well, I'm looking for a safe space, or I'm looking for safe people to exist in this realm or dimension of what
Also,
I'm
though,
into.
also though, y'all need to like kink bonding can come be the same thing as trauma bonding because just because you found somebody else to do the same thing that you do, you ain't gotta be with that person as a friend or a partner or anything at all. Because just figure out your minimums with that too.
Yeah, figure out your minimums with that too. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's cool. But yeah, things that promote sharing of yourself, sharing the lighter and more self-sustaining parts of yourself. Trauma does not sustain you. Trauma weighs you down.
Push it down.
So deep. But yeah. But bare minimums in friendships. Let's talk about bare minimums in friendships. Specifically to Ebony's point.
All right, let's talk.
The reason I harp so much on when you're meeting people for the first time or when you're trying to create meaningful relationships and close relationships for the first time is because it should be like a first date. You should be laying everything that you're expecting out there or and exploring the other person's expectations, okay? For instance, gosh, the last friend I intentionally made, which is hilarious, y'all, because you can intentionally make friends. That's another reason I harp. You can intentionally make friends.
What?
I know. The last person I intentionally made friends, I had some boundaries and expectations in mind already. Okay. I mean, turned out they're not kind of at the level that I'm at, but because I have my boundaries, I'm cool.
Oh, I know this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, you
Okay.
do. Yeah, you
I had
do.
to think for a
We're,
second.
we're going to brunch on Saturday. um,
You better
but
believe it
no.
now. But yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing about having boundaries, limitations, and knowing what the fuck
Well,
they
you go with the
are
minimum
before you go into these things. So the last intentional friend that I made, I would ask those questions. I'm not sitting here telling, oh my God, I like this, I like that. What do you like? No, it's just like, so
how to
like,
make friends
what
on
kind of friend are
intentionally.
you? Like,
You
what
gotta
is your
actually talk
role?
to them.
What
One.
is your role usually in the friendship dynamic? Because everybody knows that answer. From the time I was 12 to college, I was the mother hen friend. I was mom. I was the mom friend. Okay. Everybody knows what role they often take in any type of interaction. And so I directly asked them, I said, hey, what kind of friend are you? Like, what do you think friendship is? Like when I say that word, when I say, hey, Nancy, like, what are you envisioning? And it was very difficult for them to answer that, but that's the point. The point is to get to the meat of what is your thought process around this, right? And it was a really interesting thing. And then the next thing I asked, I was like, okay, well, how do you like to be comforted? Because that's the thing about some friends is some
What's your
friends
love
want
language? That ain't just
emotional comfort. It's
intimately.
not just about intimacy. Like it's not just about romantic love. What is your love language? What is your attachment style? Because I don't want you to sit here thinking because I'm not texting back, I hate you. I could be asleep. I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be the first one taking a nap. I'm gonna take a nap. First self-care Sunday when our
That's all you
friendship
anxious
started.
motherfuckers.
First self-care Sunday that I had after this friendship was created. Y'all know me on self-care Sunday. I wake up what I want, I eat what I want, I take naps as many times as I want, watch whatever the fuck I want. My phone probably stays on the charger. I don't give a good goddamn. Because nobody's more important on Sunday than me. And they were unaware of that. Even though I have a very firm boundary about self care Sunday. And I said, you know what, Sundays I usually do nothing. That is not your invitation to load my day down. And in fact, I will never give you the space to load my Sundays down, ever, unless I ask you, hey, do you want to do this on Sunday?
So when we say do nothing, we mean intentionally to do
I mean,
nothing.
intentionally do absolutely nothing. And so they had called me, they had texted me some funny meme or whatever. And I purposely do not send red receipts. I purposely do not, because the beautiful thing about text messages is it's a leisure. It's supposed to be a leisurely thing, but you have made it now an anxiety, social provoking thing by attaching red receipts. No,
Yeah, I ain't fuck
I
that
don't
red
do
shit.
that. I don't do that.
Plus, it fucks with you even though you ain't trying to at the same time too. You see somebody say red, like, like even me, I don't give a fuck about text at the damn time. Like, did I send the message? They ain't send me something.
And
Did the trade let the
we
hours go
party
by?
in my house, so it's just like I could have answered you, but not hit send. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know. You're the
Oh
Swiss Army
shit!
friend. I got you, friend. See who
I
pours
don't even
into
know
you
what
though, Bella. I'm on to you.
I don't even know what friend I am anymore.
You're the comic relief. You are the plucky distraction.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel about answering you just now because you ain't really asked me. So my bad. I'm gonna
I
step
did
back.
ask you.
Huh?
I did ask you.
Just now? I thought you
Yeah.
were being. I thought you were being rhetorical.
No. Look at
I'm
you.
the
Look
friend
at
that
you. You are.
makes sure you're doing okay and have what you need. At least I think so. Okay. Okay. But who checks on you though? On
Who
these two?
watches Watchmen?
Who watches Watchmen? Huh? But no, but it's okay to know what your bare minimum is and to express that to your friends and then learn what theirs is. It's just like, hey, I'm not really into gift giving. So if I call you on your birthday, that's a lot for me. For me personally, if you know, you know, I do not check my Facebook on my birthday.
Oh,
I
I hate
don't.
it.
I don't.
Just a bunch of false motherfuckers saying happy birthday like
You
you give a
know,
fuck.
I
Like
don't know about that.
you ain't born.
I'm not on the side with that. But I don't check it because one, all the notifications just gonna keep coming in all day. And two, if you really know me, you have my phone number
See, I was
and
gonna
would
get to
text me
that part,
directly.
ma'am,
No, because
lady,
I'm not gonna
ma'am.
sit here and call people
Yeah.
fake because just because that's their bare minimum and it's not mine doesn't mean they're fake. So no, no, ma'am. Okay, Bella, you out of the red Ebs. We got to have a discussion. That's I don't like that.
What happened? What I missed?
I don't like that.
I can't see it because I turned my phone off because I got to clean
Bella
it.
said I had 3 friends that check on me, and Ed said, "Who checks on me? I keep to myself unless I'm truly broken." Stop it.
Get
Go
some
get
help.
some help.
Just stop it.
Hey, twin.
But bare more minimum.
But bare minimum. So I know. So me and English, we have been friends for millennia, apparently. Uh, even in different lives times, apparently. But we know where each other's thresholds are. Thank you, Boogie.
It was not easy getting there.
Mm-mm. By no means. By no means. It's just like we were talking about with the parenting stuff. They gotta want it. We had to want to be on the same page.
Yeah,
But
sometimes we had to call each other like, "Hey, you being a dumbass."
You being a whole bitch right now. You need to take a step back.
And it wasn't always just me.
Pops, not now. I'm not in the mood. I don't give a damn if you're not in the mood. But no, like, so we have come to the point in our friendship where if one of us,
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
You want to sing, bitch? God damn it!
Listen, they came in here with sound alerts. They came in here with sound alerts. Anyway, but we're at the point where now if one of us is having like, you know, kind of like a funky day or whatever the fuck, and we really don't want to be bothered even with each other, because like we up each other's asses all the time on the phone, we literally could just be like, hey yo, fuck off for a minute. All right, cool. And not be
and those exact words too.
Fuck off for a minute. I might call you back in 10 minutes. I might just say fuck you for the rest of the day. Clearly I got some shit going on today and I don't want to be bothered. And be fine.
Be like, all right, cool. Hit me if you need to.
Right. What do I always say? All right, cool. Ringer's on if you need it. Because I don't cut my fucking ringer on for no goddamn body unless they need me. You understand?
So like, if you need me.
Oh, thank you, G Rose 24.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Bye.
Right. But if you can't have those conversations to learn those minor details, because I'm going to call them minor because they're a bare minimum for me, minor details about your friends, what's how y'all doing?
Because your language ain't exactly the same as their language, because what is neat?
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do this for you, Bella. Hold on. Oh wait, I have a sound for that. Oh, my sounds aren't on though. Sorry. Anyway,
upset by how I talk because I didn't say something. They can't translate in the glitch. I'm like, what?
Learn how to translate your friends.
Yes.
Like, I mean, especially as Americans, we're not good at speaking multiple languages, but you can speak multiple people. Okay? It is a possibility. You can do that. Like, and when I say, like, if you're not learning and asking each other these questions, even in friendships, what are you doing? I mean, that goes right along with how you categorize people. Obviously, you know, there's people you can go to Starbucks and hang out all day with and fuck around and do work and be productive. There's people you go to the club with that you don't never see during the daytime. And that's fine. But these conversations still need to be had. Case in point.
They need to know what kind of friend you are to them. Or what kind
case in point. And this is also, no one has a routine with story time for this one because this is the goal. Case in point, and this is also my first weed brownie story. In 2018, 2017, it's 2018, I was like, damn, I ain't got no friends for real. Like, none I can, like, hang out with and be like, yo, you want to go get a margarita or something or whatever. I mean, I've been hanging out with myself for a long time, dating myself, getting to know and enjoying my peace. But, like, wanted some companionship, some hangout time, you know. And so I went on Bumble because Bumble was the only app at the time that had the best friendship kind of shit as a feature. And so I met these two lovely ladies and we went out to a lovely brunch and, you know, we're talking about zodiac signs and shit because, like, we're spiritual. We give a shit about that kind of thing. But, like, we never had these conversations. This was very early in my spiritual journey. We never had these conversations about what kind of friend are you. We just kind of started vibing and be like, okay, I don't want to kill you. You don't want to kill me. Let's hang out. It's cool. We can go to lunch. We can go to brunch. We can go out to the club or whatever. Right. You don't see murdery. Cool. Fast forward to the last two times we hung out. The second last time we hung out, people kind of started tripping. And I was just like, this feels like some dumb shit. Like I was already kind of put off because, like, I don't watch the kind of same shit they watch. Like, they are all in Basketball Wives, all that shit. Can't get into it, but my family likes it. Like, I'm an adaptable person. I'll be like, if you care about it, I will give two fucks to listen to you. Shut the fuck up. That is the ultimate sarcasm. And so they started going off about some situation one of the girls was explaining, and we didn't see the problem. Me and the other girl did not see the problem with the situation.
I remember this one.
Yo, you remember. I'm gonna tell you, you'll remember a second I say the last time I saw them. And she's like, but, like, am I wrong though? And we was looking at each other like, yeah. You mean to tell me? Yeah.
This
And
sounds
like
so
she stormed
familiar.
out and got mad, but came back and it was like, okay, well, I could see it, I guess. Blah, blah, blah. Like got so heated or whatever. It was so fucking uncomfortable. But whatever. The very last time we hung out, um, the girl that was like, am I in the wrong, had invited us to a friend's cookout at their house or whatever. It's a really nice place, well lit, was not the hood. It was great. And like they were very nice hosts. Like it was like a potluck spread. They had salmon, they had ribs, chicken wings, 3 different types.
Mm.
They had fucking weed lemonade. Somebody had made some brownies, like some cookies. Like it was nice. It was a vibe. They had a card game going. Music was good. You could go sit out at the bonfire. You could hang out in the house. It was a nice little kickback, right? So we get there. And again, this is her friend that invited her and said we could all come or whatever. And like they escorted us and like, yeah, the food's over there in the stove, blah, blah, blah. We get some chicken wings. And you can tell this was somebody bougie ass house, right? They had a white ass leather couch. White ass.
And it wasn't saran wrap?
Was not saran wrap. And I'm like, listen, I don't eat chicken wings on white furniture. I'm not doing that on somebody's white couch. And like me and old girl, we was like, yeah, we'll just stand over here, eat our wings, and
I ain't about to be cute on
and
nobody
then,
white.
wash our hands and come sit down and mingle. Angry girl was like, y'all not having fun? I didn't say we were having fun. We are eating chicken wings. We are enjoying the vibe. We were over here conversing with these strangers, having a good old time.
We were inverting.
We were introverting and being respectful. Come sit down. I don't want to eat. There's barbecue sauce all over my hands. I don't want to sit on the white couch. I will be over in a minute. And she caught attitude with that. And then we finished our wings.
Bitch, I got pants off. I couldn't go in the room when I was eating little kid.
Then we got our wings. And we went to go sit down, and she wanted to join the game. She's like, you guys want to come play cards? I was like, oh no, I don't do card games. Not really like that. Yes, it was before I learned how to play spades, admittedly. Yeah, I don't do that. And so we was cheering her on or whatever, having a nice time. She was at a table with a few other girls, and they were playing the game of blah, blah, blah. And we noticed a little bit of tension between her and one of the other girls, but we ain't paying no fucking mind because, I mean, she's fucking crazy. It's fine. And this one dude was sitting next to us, gone. You understand? He's like, yo, oh shit, sir. Have you hydrated today? And she gets up, the other girl gets up and goes outside where the dude who's hosting the party is, and you just see like through the glass. And I was like, this is about to be some dumb shit. So I go over and I snatch me a brownie and I say, fuck it. Well, okay. So I popped the brownie. I'm sitting here munching, chewing, having a good time. Old boy was over still on the couch fucking around, passed the fuck out. Other girls looking at me. I'm looking at her. She's like, this is about to be some shit, huh? I was like, mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Angry girl's like, y'all ready to go? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. We get the Uber, we getting ready to go, and the shit starts to hit fast. Fast. Like, woo, shit. I am a planet. Fast, okay? We get back to her house. She is yelling. Angry girl is yelling. Come on, why y'all ain't back me up? This, that, the other. What the fuck are you talking about? Says the other girl. She's like, that bitch said this and said that at the table. You mean the table you was playing games at that we were across from, so not a part of, so we couldn't hear everything that's going on? Apparently, the guy that invited her to the cookout is her ex-boo, okay? And ex-boo has new boo. And new boo was the girl playing the fucking card game at the table with her.
Why she
and she wanted us to get mad and throw hands with strangers in an unknown environment. When somebody, bitch, I just met you 3 months ago. What? So I thought we were closer than this. Who told you that? We eat brunch and we go party. Sweetheart, we do not throw hands anymore. We don't do that here. Sweetheart, I'm at the age where I don't fight with randoms. We pull the trigger and call the police. No.
What's my last name?
Right. Do you even know my last name? No.
All right then.
When is my actual birthday? You don't know. And she was just going in, and other girl was just like, "No, you have to understand, we don't do that type of stuff." And like I said, I'm on the fucking moon, and my brain is like, "Hey, bitch,
Say it.
hey, what? You know that shit on reality TV that you hate to watch? Yeah, because it's just a bunch of bitches arguing. Oh, you watching it?" And I'm just sitting here watching them go back and forth, and then old girl talks to me, and she's like, "Mika, what do you think?" And my brain said, "Hey, bitch, they want you to say something." And then I start giggling. They took my ass home so fast, and I never saw them again. I don't throw hands for strangers. I said, it's about to be some shit. Fuck it. Hey, my night ended well. My night ended so well. Oh, got to stumble home and see my husband say, "Oh, darling, you've done drugs." Good shit. Good shit. But it is 8:29. Final thoughts on doing the bare minimum.
The bare minimum is different for everybody. There also honestly probably should be societal minimum to handle certain situations, certain people, how we should treat people. However,
I'll put the vote up in a
that
second.
ain't. Like, however, that ain't. So we need to figure out how to communicate with motherfuckers. This is what
Clearly,
we want.
directly, openly.
But first, before you do that, you got to figure out what the minimum is for yourself. Because a lot of y'all get treated like human beings
Wow.
and fall in love with people, whether it be friendship wise or relationship
Wow.
wise, because you advance somebody because they ask how my
Eggheads,
day
thou
was every
shalt
day.
not throw hands with randoms. Absolutely not.
I mean, they ask how my day was. It's like weights. Like my minimum ain't your minimum for lifting. That don't mean you ain't gonna get stronger. That ain't mean I'm gonna get weaker. Like, anyway, just figure your shit out.
Figure
Figure out
your shit out.
figure out your minimum and work yourself out to figure out if you want to increase your weight to get stronger. If not,
Get your weight up.
chill up.
Mhm.
What's your thoughts? Miss
My
Brownies?
thoughts on shut the fuck up. Oh, bitch, they want you to say something. I never saw them hoes again. It's crazy. My final thoughts on bare minimum. You are in control of where the bar is set. And that's regardless of relationship, that's regardless of environment, situation. You are in charge of where the bar is set, whether that's to yourself, your job, whatever.
You're setting the bar.
You just have to, one, accept that and realize and be mindful of that, and two, exert your control and power to change it. Because, baby, shit ain't gonna change otherwise. You are just gonna sit here and be upset. Right. You'll sit here and be upset because no one acknowledges the things that you feel are important. Well, that's your bare minimum. Some people it's not on the radar at all. And communicate. And I understand it's scary to be vulnerable, it's scary to be open or whatever, but the worst they can say is no. I mean, and blast you on social media, but I mean, who gives a fuck? It's like screaming into the fucking void and it's irrelevant in 45 minutes. Plus, you don't have to keep those people in your life. That's kind of the point. That's how they out themselves. It's just like, hey, all right, cool. You not with it? Cool.
You ain't worth it. Okay.
You think a Costco Clouds got black folks in the show code? We not friends. Bye. That was a joke. But yeah, so be mindful.
I'm just saying that there's other things black people can use and utilize more so in Naruto than just the Costco stuff. I mean, there's a whole black ninja tribe. Ain't nobody sitting on.
But their fits aren't fire, and that's the problem. And it is not like that. They are organized. They are uniform.
They got do-rags.
Shut the fuck up. But they're not covered in Costco Clouds. But on that note, let's make sure that we can see that the Don Darrow is in fact streaming. I don't know if he is or not, because it is time for Don Darrow 101. I have no idea what shenanigans they're up to shenanigans, but I do know that we are planning a whole lot of shenanigans for... Wait, where's the button? Con Carolinas. Con Carolinas happens June 2nd through the 4th of 2023. It's located in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a cute little con. It's family friendly. There's a lots of shenanigans, and myself and the lovely members of the Blue Skirt Boy Network will be there doing live panels, doing live content. It's gonna be great. We just had a meeting yesterday to finalize content, and it's gonna be bazonkers. And if you know me, you know I'm gonna have at least 3 bacussies on hand. Are you eating corn, my brother? You need to stop. So, with that being said, I'm going to raid you over to the lovely John Dondero, who is a man with a mic and a clothing problem. But other than that, I will catch y'all tomorrow, 8:30, for some Blue Skirt Boy adventures and shenanigans. We will be playing 7 Days to Die Undead Legacy mod. Clearly, they started moving things from the base to the mansion, so that's cool. I'm going to continue working on my playhouse. It's almost time for some paint.
At least move. What room are you in?
I'm in the room off the master bedroom.
You need to mark your room or some shit.
I did. My bedroll is in there.
Paint the wall purple or something.
My bedroll is in there. I shouldn't have to paint the walls purple. And we're going to be doing just what we did 2 weeks ago. We're going to be gaming until 10 o'clock, even though we probably fucking shouldn't, because we have to get up at 1:30 in the morning and fucking drive and catch a fucking flight. But gaming nonetheless. It demands it. Demands. So we're going to raid y'all over, and then we will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Bye.